Good morning, Ranger fans. Or should I say good afternoon? Or it could be nighttime. I don't know when you click on this video. I'm not there. Anyway, it's your favorite guy that wants to go to Flavortown, aka Jesse, aka the Golden Green Ranger. Why? Because Jason had the earring. Oh, wait. So did Tommy. Man, one earring. One other way to be super cool. Hey, I could go on and on. Well, let's get here. Let's get to why you guys clicked on this video. You seen the title. You saw the terrible thumbnail. Why are you here? To hear me talk about what I said the video is going to be called, which I'm not referring to the name right now because I haven't come up with a name right now because I'm recording the video. But you know what it's about. Why the Power Rangers 2017 film flopping was a great thing for the Power Rangers franchise. And I hear what you're saying, Jesse. Why? Why? Who? Who? I don't know why you would say who unless you're an owl, but you get what I'm saying. Why? Why is this a good thing? Well, let's talk about the Power Rangers 2017 film for a second. It's actually a pretty good movie. It's fun. It's got decent character development. It's a good retelling of Day of the Dumpster. To be honest, I enjoyed the film, and most Power Rangers fans really did enjoy the film. It starred everybody's favorite hot guy from Stranger Things, also Princess Jasmine, a pop star, the guy from Scream, the TV series that I really didn't like. Oh yeah, and Luke Kane was in it too. But at the end of the day, even with all that star power, it was a box office bomb. I mean, it made its money, but you know how Hollywood studios are now. If the movie didn't make a bajillion dollars over budget, it's considered a failure, and they're not going to invest any more money into this franchise. So I explained all that. Even though it made a profit, why it's still considered a bomb, who was in the film, but why? Why is it so important that the film didn't do well? And why is that good for the Power Rangers? Well, I want to take you to something that we all watch probably all the time. The Marvel Cinematic Universe. Now, you see, the Marvel Cinematic Universe is probably the most popular thing in theaters. Probably in general. Everybody loves it. But due to its popularity, it has to go down to the lowest common denominator. What does that mean? Well, some of you might know, but if you don't, basically it means because everybody loves it so much, it has to appeal to the most mass audience, which means they can't do anything severely complicated. They have to stick to what most people would like. You can't do out there weird, unusual stories because you have to make people understand. What do I mean by that? To get to an outer space crazy threat like Thanos, it took 10 years in the making just so people would understand. Now, I know a lot of people said that was their end game and it was a long haul, but the truth was it was also a way to get the main audience to understand that this is where the journey's going. And sometimes that works, like for Marvel in that case. It works really well. I mean, the Marvel movies do extremely well, and they are fun and well written. The problem is, a lot of die-hard comic fans kind of turn away from these films on the basis of they understand the characters, but they're never as complex as the characters can actually be in the comics. You know, we don't have Norman Osborn getting Gwen Stacy pregnant. We don't have clones and Skrulls. Well, we do have Skrulls, but you get my point. There's so many major crazy storylines that get ignored just to appeal to the main audience. And that's what they were attempting in 2017. They were attempting with this Power Ranger film to make their mainline story, their Marvel Cinematic Universe, a big universe that went to everybody, that everybody could enjoy. The problem is it didn't do as well as they expected. So they had to go back to what worked, the show. Let's go back to what's canon. And because Power Rangers has rid this line of being popular enough to sell toys and get sponsorships, it's always been able to stay in this, but never popular enough to warrant big budgeted movies. It stayed in this nice gray area of we can appeal to our fans, but we can also do crazy things that our fans didn't even know they wanted. For an example, RPM. I mean, really? The show, one, thought it was getting canceled again for the 50th time, but they decided to do a post-apocalyptic, everybody's dead, desert, no hope for the future, the good guy made the villain, like crazy series that is beloved and everybody enjoys it. Power Rangers in space, killing off an amazing mentor, female leaders, insanity. Let's even talk about right now in 2021, we're getting our first openly gay Power Ranger on the mainline series. The show can take risk because it doesn't have to appeal to mass audience. It just has to appeal to its fans. And when even with that, it can do risk that other shows can't do. And that's what makes it so brilliant. It can reinvent itself over and over and over. You see, when Power Rangers was at the height of its popularity, it kind of cornered itself because it got stuck in Mighty Morphin limbo for the longest time. You see, if you're on the know, which if you clicked on a Power Ranger video, I'm going to assume you are, Power Rangers is based off of Super Sentai footage. For now. We'll see what Hasbro's going to do. But they ran out of Sentai footage real quick for Mighty Morphin, the Zyuranger series that it was based off of. So because of that, the show kind of came nonsensical in some of its stories and having to focus on them unmorphed over and over, or used American footage that just didn't match the Japanese footage really, really well. Just look at Tommy Shield. Anyway, point being, they did that because the show was so immensely popular, they were afraid that if they lost the Mighty Morphin brand name, people wouldn't watch the show. But any true Power Ranger fan knows that after they finally put their big boy pants on and decided to go to Zeo, we're going ahead and jump right over Turbo. We don't want to talk about that. And went into space. The show was kind of skyrocketed to just new and improved ideas. As much as I'm a fan of Mighty Morphin, I'm so glad they had to do multiple series. And what's nice about being a Power Ranger fan now is I get to meet younger people, whether it's in groups or other places, talking about the series, saying, oh, no, I know you grew up on Mighty Morphin, but I grew up on In Space, or I grew up on Dino Thunder, or I grew up on, I don't know, whatever the newest series is, Dino Fury. Who am I kidding? I watched it. It was great. I got a review. Please go ahead and click on that video too. Point being, the fact that Power Rangers has never been, quote unquote, the franchise like Marvel or Star Wars. We get a great gray area where the showrunners can do what they want, appeal to fans, their direct fans, but also take risk. And that's really fun to do. And if you need more proof about how troubling it can be when you try to appeal to the mass audience, let's look at something that's heartbreaking. The DCEU. I loved Batman v Superman. I loved Man of Steel. Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead and leave your comments about how I'm crazy and dumb. But that Joss Whedon Justice League that tried to appeal to the mass audience, I mean, nobody liked it because they knew what exactly it was. Them just trying to say, is this what you like? Marvel's funny. Let's try to be funny. And it just didn't work. Now picture a bunch of Power Rangers sequels like that over and over talk down to you and say, this is what you want, right? This is it? Not for me. I'm smart enough. Most of us are smart enough to say, hey, you guys get paid the big buku bucks to write a show. Write it the way you want. I'll enjoy it. And if I don't, hey, there's always next season. But hey, that's enough of me talking. I'm going to give you guys a nice crisp high five for making it through the video and my rambling as a madman. I do want to say, listen, as good looking as I am, you're even better looking. Yeah, I'm talking to you. You know who I'm talking about. Thank you. If you liked the video, please subscribe, like, comment, send me fan mail. What's your address? It doesn't matter. Figure it out or don't. That's creepy. That'd be weird. I don't want fan mail in the house. Maybe an email? I don't know. Either way, comment below and say, hey, do this for the next video. Or, hey, How about this, Golden Green Ranger? Why do you take 45 years between each video? I don't know, because I'm not that good at editing, so I'm figuring it out as I go. Or you can make a comment saying, hey, I just discovered your channel recently because all of a sudden YouTube wanted to say one of your videos is pretty good and share it with everybody. And if so, hey, welcome aboard. It's so nice to see you. Anyway, I've gone on way too long. I usually end these videos in one way, so I don't think I'm going to do it today. I think I'm going to do, oh, I'm just kidding. May the power protect you.